All right, can anyone here imagine living without clean water, electric, or healthy food? For me, I could not, for sure. After going on this mission trip and working with the organization Amigos for Christ, I learned a lot about my life and the people's lives of Nicaragua. Why serve others? Amigos for Christ started in 1991 by a group of people that did a mission trip in the summer, and they saw the impoverished people of Nicaragua that struggled throughout their life just working to get water. And there's still issues today. Where we worked at. When I got to Nicaragua, we worked in the village of Chinandega. It's around 40 houses in this village. I wouldn't say houses because they're really shacks, but these people, every single day, they would take 12 hours just to get water out of the ground. And this is one of the houses where they got the water through a pail out of the ground. Some of the issues with it were that animals would fall into the well and they wouldn't find out for days, and the water would be contaminated, and all the children would and people would get sick. So for the first site, which was towards the front of the entrance of the village, we started doing the actual plumbing part of the village, where we started digging, and we dug the holes, we put in the PVC, and we also placed different pieces like 90s, depending upon how the gravel road turned. And we also put in plumbing for the bathrooms so that there would be no contamination for the people when they were done building this. So this is the video of some of us digging the trenches to put the pipe in. At the very end, we put gravel in with the pipe just to make sure that it stayed in place and didn't cause any issues of it being crushed or anything like that. And so here's the second work site. We went down the road, all the way down the road, and up towards this hill, we created a cement block to hold the cement for the people. Now, this block held 60,000 pounds of cement, and it helped hold 17,000 gallons of water. So as you can imagine, that would help these people out greatly. So here's a video of some of the things that we did while we were building this. So we had to go pick up a bunch of the cement and everything from this house that the person keeps it at. So it made it a lot easier for the group to be able to drive over there into one central location, even if it wasn't in like a village like Chinandega. If it was in a different place, it'd make it more central. But here's what happened when we finished. That was the result. We did not finish it, the guys from LaSalle, but the people that helped did finish it in pretty manageable time. It was in December, and we had left there in July. So it was pretty quick. I was even very surprised to see this video come up. A little bit about the projects that were completed by Amigos for Christ. Now, these are some of the many places that they've helped, whether it's been building water tanks for a village or education for children in these villages. I also got in contact with one of my friends who I'm Facebook friends with that actually lived in Chinandega all of his life, and I messaged him back and forth just to figure out a little more what was going on in La Chuscada. And he actually told me that they just built a grade school for all the kids to go to. So there's been so many things that have changed since I've been there. The health risks of the families in the village has changed greatly, for sure, too. There's been much less people having to go travel miles and miles away to hospitals and things like that. So what work is left? So there's always more work to be done in countries like this that are so impoverished. And Nicaragua is definitely a good example of that because of the fact that this statistic that I found on Unidos, Nicaragua, which said that a little over 75% of the people in Nicaragua make less than $2 a day, and it is also the third poorest country in the Western Hemisphere. So if you can think about that, how awful it is to have to live in those kind of cultures. So this is a little message that they gave us while we were there, the Nicaraguans. This man is a huge part of Amigos for Christ. He's from Nicaragua, Chinandega, and he does a lot for the community, but he was very involved with the school. And his message was pretty much that whoever comes here, this is your home as well. And I just found that amazing that people with so little can be so giving. Any Q's and A's for anybody? Yeah.
How did you feel after helping out the village?
It was okay, so you asked, how did I feel after helping these people in the village? My life was pretty much changed just from the mannerisms that the kids gave off, how happy they were with how little they had in their lives. They had, I mean, we brought soccer balls for them to kick around, but they would kick around things like trash and things like that to play with, which nobody would even think of and hear. But it really just humbled me for all the things that I saw there. Anybody else?
Are you planning on going back to Nicaragua to do any other projects for Amigos for Life?
Do I plan on going back to Nicaragua to help work with Amigos for Christ is the question. Yes, I hope to do someday. With school and financials and work and everything, it'll be tough, but maybe I'm hoping either, if I can't get back there by the time I graduate, maybe I go on a mission trip again through my high school, LaSalle, or go down there for maybe a few weeks myself and with another group and help out. All right, anybody else have any other questions? All right. So closing, if anybody's interested in looking at any more things on Amigos for Christ, there's the website and the YouTube channel's right there. It'll actually show you a lot about what they do, more physical aspects of it. So, and thanks for your time.